Hey, Arc of New Jersey, it's Matthew Locascio back with another weekly edition and monthly edition of helpful health tips and exercises for you guys. I hope you are all having a wonderful summer as we close in on the end of summer here and into September. Summer always goes so quick. And of course, last month we already kind of introed into fall with our balance exercises saying don't fall for fall. I know it was long-winded. So for September, because all those exercises, or most of them, were things that you have to do standing, you have to do using balance methods, I wanted to dedicate this month to things you could do for your core, for your balance, your core muscles, from a seated position. So that's what we're going to do this month. And each week we'll take you through, as we always do, a new exercise to strengthen those muscles that you can do from a seated position. I'll say, as I always say, whether you're standing or sitting, make sure that what you're sitting on is stable. Make sure that you have balance. Just because you're sitting, don't let yourself have a false sense of security that you're perfectly balanced. You can still fall out of the chair you're sitting in. If what you're sitting in isn't stable, that can topple over. We don't want any of those things happening to you. So make sure that you're sitting in a secure chair or object that you're comfortable with. Make sure it's safe. Make sure there's nothing, your surroundings are safe, and there's nothing you're going to fall into that can hurt you. And as always, if you don't feel comfortable with the exercise, please don't do it. There's plenty of exercises we give you guys. You can always wait for the next week's one to come out, or you can contact us at IHT, which is inhometrainermatt.com, through the contact portal, 908-875-3241, or info@inhometrainermatt.com, and we can help guide you from there. So without further ado, let's get started on the first week's edition of seated core stability exercises. So what we're going to do now for this one, you have to be able to go back a little in your chair or whatever you're sitting in it. So if your chair has a straight back to it, this may not be what you want to sit in. You may want to sit in something that you can lean back a little bit, or just scooch forward a little bit in your chair if it does have a straight back. Scooch forward a little bit just so you can go back far enough, and you don't have to go back very far, just far enough to where you feel your shoulders touch that backing. I'm sitting on an ottoman, so in my case, and in the case of anyone who doesn't have a backing, you want to make sure you don't go back too far, because then you can fall backwards and hit your head, and no one wants that. So we're going to take our hands, we're going to cross them across our chest like this, okay? This ensures that we don't pull on our neck or do anything else silly. We're going to breathe in, we're going to go slightly back, we're going to breathe out and come forward. Breathe out, breathe in slowly through the nose, little back, come forward. Breathe in slowly through the nose, big breath out, tighten those abs, come forward. Now, you don't want to come forward to where you're leaning forward, just to where you're straight vertical alignment again. So, slightly back, it's a small movement. Breathe out through the mouth and tighten your abdominal muscles, clench them as if someone was going to hit you in the stomach. Hopefully that's never happened to you, but you can imagine, as you come up and again to a straightforward position. I recommend 12 to 15 of these. I'm going to show you a couple more from a side angle so you can see exactly how far I'm going back. In through the nose, right about there. And up. See? Small range of motion, but if you focus on those abs, if you tighten those abs and focus on them as you're breathing out, you will feel it. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's do two more. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Last one. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Just like that. I would say 12 to 15 to start is great. You can always do more sets of them. I wouldn't go beyond that to start, because you might feel it more the next day. Also, your lower back can start, once your abs weaken, the lower back takes over, and we don't want that because then it starts pulling, straining. We don't want any of that. So keep the focus on your ab muscles. Again, focus on clenching them as you come forward, and that focus will keep the focal point of the exercise on those core stability muscles, on those abs, and make sure that you are sitting centered and balanced again. And you don't want to be slouching to this side or that side or any side, because then you're going to hurt yourself. So make sure you're centered, and maybe do it in front of a mirror, or even use your camera like I'm doing here. And that's a great way to start, and it's a great way to start the month of September here. Hope you enjoy that exercise. Do it slowly. The slower you do it, the more you'll feel it. Do it slowly and safely. And I'll see you guys next week with a brand new edition and a new exercise for your core stability muscles. All right. Have a great day, ARC.